Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We're across the pond in England this week, and two teams are hoping to show off for an international audience. It's the Panthers going up against the Monarchs.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the London Monarchs. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. The football, and it's picked up by the Panthers, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it. And that's what you don't want to do.
And it'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Three yards remaining here on 2nd down. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll set up a throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They run the counter now on first down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield, past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Let's go. All right, now, look at 56. Good, good. Good, good. Watch it now, Barney.
Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here we go now.
They'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. So after the INT, here's Mahomes taking a shot for Samuel. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. And it's good to make it 14-0. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense ready to head back out there. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. 2nd down here.
Here we go now.
They'll set up to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's get you now, Barney. Back down to Philly. Here we go. Switch. Set.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
He'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Hassan Ridgeway with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Third down, still 14 yards left. And the D looking like they may blitz. They're going to look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. A big play there for the Panthers. 54 yards on the ground. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
A good run of 6 yards there gets them closer to the goal line with second down coming up. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Mahomes to throw on second down. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And Myers able to knock it through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
This fielded at the 2. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll buy some time right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Julius Peppers in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded at the 20. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And Robinson with a big catch. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Now here's Mahomes. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Flashed the stick skills on that run, but then stopped shy of the 35. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Two minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back with more after this. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead now increases to 20-0. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3-and-out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. He'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. It'll be a gain of 6, and all of a sudden here it's third down. Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They'll try and throw for it here. It's caught. Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Now back to throw. And that one falls incomplete. Trying to dump it underneath. Now second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Second down following the incompletion. He'll look to throw. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. All right, here we go.
Back to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. A swing pass caught. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They come up in an offset eye. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback as the first half is winding down. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Room here to run. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Mahomes now on first down. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Looking downfield for Godwin. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. And no update from Larry this week, apparently. We'll try again in week 7. But for now, let's get back to the action, ready to kick off the second half. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Well, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And Walker with it over the middle. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Now the offense lining up first and 10.
Here we go now. Green 30.
Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A first down screen pass, good for 5. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without...
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. And give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go now. Green.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw. He finds Beckham, complete. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a 1st down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Caught left side, it's Beckham. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. 10 yards still left on second down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hurry up, here we go. Green.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
Here we go now.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Handoff as they run the counter play. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. The swing pass caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 3rd now in New Orleans. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Davis Webb, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now he'll throw deep left side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
This fielded at the 2. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. A little too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
They'll drop the throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. He'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Jones has it. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
All right, here we go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Julius Peppers. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now they'll run it on the toss. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 4th down. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will push the lead up from 26, and it grows up to 29. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now back out comes the offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. 19 yards that time for number 19. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And this offense on third down today, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Chad Hansen, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 7 yards on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Back to throw here. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Being chased out left. And it is incomplete. Carolina getting set to take the field. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. The play clock's running down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. That's an excellent job. They force a 3-and-out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
Pulled in at the 24. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They go play action here on first down. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now back to throw. Buying time to his left. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's third down. He'll look to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. Give him 11 yards and time and a new set of downs. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend. The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And he comes back with one complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Steps away to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in.